people, back with another tutorial for you. This one I'm going to show you how to change the main menu font and also how to resize it. So you can see here we've got the Sega font that's currently in use in the build. So if we wanted to change that, you can do so. So first thing you would do, you can do it within the build. You can actually open up a file manager, which is what you need to do to edit the file and the font. So I've got ES File Explorer Pro on my device, so press on that submenu and this opens up the SD card in ES File Explorer. First thing you need to do is go top left and make sure under Tools that you've got Show Hidden Files selected, so that's that one. So make sure that that's on, and then we can navigate to the Kodi folder. If you don't have Show Hidden Files selected, you won't be able to find the Kodi folder. So this is where you want to go, Android, Data. You want to scroll down to org.xbmc.kodi, which is near the bottom. If you're using SPMC, it's exactly the same process as what I'm teaching you now, except that you need to open this folder. So you go in there and then Files, SPMC. Whereas this way around, you go to org.xbmc.kodi, Files, and Kodi. So that's the Kodi version. You see there that the file is kind of hollow. It doesn't look like the full file. That's because it's a hidden file. So if you didn't have this selected, Show Hidden Files, you can't find your Kodi folder. So you want to open Kodi folder, go to Add-ons, and then scroll all the way to the bottom, and you've got a folder called skin.aon.nox.5. Open that one, and you've got a folder called Fonts, so we open that. This file that I have selected, Bebas Newer TTF, that's the main file for this font used in the skin. It's the name for the original font that was used in the skin. So what I've done is I've provided you a number of alternatives but use the same naming. So all you have to do is add a little description of what the actual font is at the end. So I've got the RetroBox one and the original RetroMania font there. And if you look at the top, you've got an alternative fonts folder as well. So in here I've put a load of extra fonts. So you've got Arcade font, Atari font, Day of the Tentacle, Game Over, and the RetroBox font. So today we're going to do the RetroBox one. So first thing you need to do is you need to rename the existing font you have. So we just select it, top right next to the trash can, there's a rename option, and then we'll just call this Bebas Newer Sega and resave that. So now what we need to do is we need to rename Bebas Newer RBX and remove the extra name, therefore making it the main font. Now this won't show up in Kodi yet until you've rebooted it, so let's reboot Kodi. This is the same for Krypton as it is for Kodi. It works universally, so don't worry about version. So you can see there, we've got the RetroBox font. Oops. Extra close per RetroBox. So it's looking a bit small compared to the other fonts. So what we need to do is we need to go back into our file manager. So you can do that by going to Apps, then ES File Explorer or ES File Explorer Pro or Explore, which is another file explorer you can use. Any of those, and you need to navigate again to this Kodi folder. So you go back from where the fonts are, so back out to where your fonts folder is. We want to get that, and we want to change the size of it, so we go from fonts to the 1080i folder at the top. So select that, and in here you have a number of XML files, and it's the font one that we want. So open that up in your note editor, so you can do that NES straight away. Hit the pen top right so you can edit it, and scroll down about halfway and you'll find one that says Font Main Menu. There we go. So Font Main Menu, Bebas Newer TTF, the font that we're using, and the size is 78, so it's a bit small for this one. So let's change that size to say 120. I reckon we can double it nearly. And then make sure that you save that. So back out. Do you want to save font? Yes. Now we need to relaunch Kodi again. So open Kodi. And there we have it. The font now fills the entire bar. So it just looks a bit more comprehensive. If you want to change it back, then it's just as simple as doing exactly what you did. So I'll do a quick overview of that now, and we'll do both things at once. So back into S File Explorer. Make sure you edit your font size back to what it should be for the correct font. Save it. And then back out of there, back into your fonts folder. And then just rename them. So we'll take the RetroBox one back out. Rename that bebersnewer.rbx. And then get the Sega one back. Rename it to bebersnewer.ttf. Reboot Kodi. And fingers crossed. We're back to the Sega font. So simple as that, guys. That's how you change the font. That's how you can edit the size if the size doesn't fit properly for what you want. Works in Kodi 16 and 17 and SPMC. So I hope you've enjoyed that tutorial. You can see there's a bunch of extra little features that I'll try and put in the build to make life easy for you guys rather than having to go and navigate and find the fonts and work out how to do things. So it's all in one place. So you should be able to easily switch them about if you want to have a tinker around.